Can left and right get along? No human is illegal. Well, I can answer that. Your statement is fundamentally flawed at the outset because we're not talking about the human dignity, value, and worth of an image bearer. But sir, ma'am, try going to Dubai and not being a citizen, and you will see just how illegal you are. Okay? America is not obligated to open its doors to people who, let's put it this way. I want to come to your house. Now, I ain't been invited. You don't even know me. Nice M. I just decided to show up, me and like 5 of my friends. I don't bring nothing to eat. I don't even knock. I just kick the door in and talk about what y'all eating tonight. You got any Moscato and lemon pepper wings? I'm hungry. Then I sit on your couch, rummage through your refrigerator, start going through your purse, snatching dollar bills out in your debit card. Then I go over to your tablet and I start ordering stuff, Uber eating stuff. And you tell me you just go sit here and be like, well, you're not illegal. So I'm obligated to just let you do what you want. You don't know anything about me. You don't even know my name. But I kicked your door in and sat on your couch, put my dirty feet on your sofa, turned on Netflix and started chilling. I guarantee you, if it happens to you, you will feel different. The verbiage I use of illegal doesn't refer to their ontological position. This is not an anthropological classification. It is a legal one, implying that we don't know who you are. We don't know how long you intended to stay. We don't even know what your intentions are. So you have pierced this nation's border illegally. So as a human image bearer made in the image of God, when we use the term illegal, we are referring to, this is a legal term referring to your status as an occupant in this country. You can't go anywhere else and just decide to come on in and then demand that that country take its resources that they have allotted for the inhabitants who are citizens of that nation and then demand that they give you some. Don't take my kindness for weakness. This is not hard. You want to make it hard because the left has trained you and indoctrinated you to turn off your brain and to think that your position is moral and more superior to mine. But you know darn well everything that I just said makes logical sense, and you don't live your personal life this way. But you want the rest of us to virtue signal to make it comfortable for people who are harming Americans. Do you think we have an unlimited number of resources? We already have Democrats out here spending our tax money in all kinds of godforsaken, fraudulent ways. Do you not understand the way the world works? Where do you think the government gets its money from? They do kind of just print it, but it don't grow on trees. We're funding this economy and we don't have an infinite supply of resources. You've not made the connection as to why housing in your community is higher, rent has gone up, schools are overcrowded. You've not made the connection between any of the things that directly affect you in your everyday life to this illegal immigration issue, because the left has tried to make you feel as if you are compassionate to the sojourner. You can't defend this position biblically. And I dare you to go head to head with me and open up the Bible and try to prove it. If the nation of Israel had borders, and if Acts 17 declares that it was God who determined the boundaries of our dwelling and where we would live, how was it sinful for a nation to have borders? It's not. And I would urge you to open up a Bible and to understand this issue biblically, because it's harming people. And in your effort to appear altruistic and humanitarian, you're not. Your worldview is deficient. I'm sorry. Now, you want to send another super chat with another question? I'll engage with you all day long. I'm just saying. No, the left and the right can't get along. And let me explain to you why. This is a clash of worldviews. This is not just a clash of you like high taxes and I like low taxes. These people, their policies are causing harm to Americans. The left and right cannot get along because the left, instead of removing the artificial weights out of your way so that you can flourish and live as an American, they want to heap upon you things that suppress your ability and your freedom. How so? If my name is Shaquana and I live in the hood, right? Okay, so my name's Shaquana and I got a little boy. His name Taquayshawn, okay? And I'm a single mama. I'm out here. I got caught up when I was young and I had Taquayshawn when I was like 17. But, I'm doing better. I'm on my feet. And I live in the community where I live because it's the best that I can afford. But the school in my community where I send Taquayshawn to is failing. I work with Taquayshawn every night to try to supplement, but I'm doing the best that I can. And he's not reading on grade level. He go to school every day. He can't do basic arithmetic. He's not able to reason. He's getting into fights all the time. Democrats want me, Shaquana, to keep Taquayshawn in that failing school. You want to know why? Because school choice would take resources out that school and then all the other kids won't get what they need. I'm like, wait a minute. I just told you I had Taquayshawn when I was 17 years old, and I've been fighting and scraping to give him a better life. You think I care about all the other Shaniquas in them and what they kids got going on? I'm not sacrificing my child on the altar of Democrat failed policies just so collectively all our kids got to stay at the bottom. But I can't choose and do what I gotta do and be a good steward and shepherd my child and raise him in the fear and admonition of the Lord and give him the best possible option to get the heck out of the hood and prepare him for life, because you want me to keep him in a failing school because all the other hood kids got to stay in a failing school too. That's what Democrat policies do. So no, the left and right can't get along. Because see, I live here in a red state. And they've made $6,500 available. I got 4 kids. You do the math, 6,500 times 4. And I can use that money to put my child and pay for tuition for a private school. I can use it to buy curriculum for their homeschool learning. I can use it to supplement, to put them in AP classes and get a tutor. I can use that money, my money, however I want. Democrats want to stop that because they don't want these public schools to compete, because they need Taquayshawn to stay in that failing school because they've already done the math to anticipate that my Taquayshawn probably going to end up in prison anyway. And so they've set up the system to fail so that we can feed him straight from the elementary school to the bad middle school to the horrible high school and straight into prison. No, the left and right can't get along. Because all the left wants to do is put policies and roadblocks in my way as opposed to just removing the artificial weights. I'm not asking you to give me anything. I'm asking you to get the heck out of my way. On top of the fact, me, Shaquana, there's some little YNs that keep messing with Taquayshawn, right? Now, they came to the door one time, and I wasn't allowed to arm myself against those YNs because I live in a blue city that told me that guns are bad, but they won't let me protect Taquayshawn from them YNs that's a threat. I'm not worried about Taquayshawn and the police. Taquayshawn ain't never had a run-in with the law. He respects the police. I've raised him to respect authority. I'm worried about the YNs. That's why the right and the left can't get along, because they won't allow me to function in my freedom and use my Second Amendment right to pap a cap in a YN's behind when they come up here messing with Taquayshawn. I hope I just explained to you why the right and the left can't get along. Now I done broke it down as common and as in plain language as I can. I got way more where that came from. You want me to empty the clip, or can I be done? Because I can do this all night long. And I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful. You may be new here and you may not understand my platform or my worldview, but I can show you better than I can tell you. Just saying, no, the right and the left can't get along. There's not a policy on the left that will contribute to the human flourishing of Americans in this country. Everything that's right, they want to make it wrong. They want me to vote for them so they can transition my child without my knowledge. You didn't know that, did you? There are policies on the books right now, depending on the blue state that you live in, that if Taquayshawn decides that he want to go to school and refer to himself as Tawana, they won't tell me that Taquayshawn is now going by Tawana. And they'll walk him through that and help him transition without my knowledge. And you asking me if the right and the left can get along? You got me messed up. All right, we're back again. I appreciate the super chat. I understand a lot of people attempt to say that they're independent so they don't have to deal with the smoke from the leftists when they find out that you vote right. And it makes you feel better and sleep at night if you don't identify as a Republican. That's fine. Whatever makes you sleep better. When you say neither party is superior, it depends on what you mean. Are we talking about ideologically? Because from a policy platform standpoint, I can absolutely prove to you that one is superior. Now I got smoke for the right. Okay, I think the Republicans are incredibly weak, and how we ended up and got to this place because they were too weak. We're not talking in terms of moral superiority. Okay, no one is righteous, no, not one. Okay, all of us, our righteousness is as filthy rags. Like we suck on our best day. We all are just trash, right? But ideologically, your argument does not stand when we go to the DNC's website and we pull up their entire policy platform. Like, have you ever read the whole 80-page document of what it is that the Democrats believe and what they want to do? And then do the same and go to the RNC's website and look at their policy platform and what they stand for and what they want to do. Your argument falls apart, sir. Ideologically, one absolutely on policy alone is superior. Now, you don't have to like that, but it doesn't make it any less true. I mean, maybe I need to do that in time for the midterms. We'll go through it. I had to do this to demonstrate to my mom that as a Christian, for her to vote Democrat would absolutely violate her Christian conviction. I had to write on a whiteboard, put a line down the middle, and go through every single policy on the left and go through every single policy on the right. And that woman could objectively see wickedness versus, well, at least these people are not trying to hurt me. That is an ideological difference that demonstrates that one is more superior than the other. They're not the same. They're not on an equal playing field in the least bit. We're talking ideology and policy. Now, if you want to argue the people and the personalities that represent this, fine. Have at it. I don't care. I am talking about the policy platform. You will not win this argument. You just won't. We can go, maybe that'll be a show. You come back and I'll do a show and we will do a screen share and I will share the policy platform of the Democrat Party and the Republican Party. And I don't bet, I don't gamble. Just take your butt whipping like a man and move on. Like, it is what it is. And I'm not trying to be offensive, but I'm just saying you're not going to win. Like, I'm humble enough when I'm wrong to be like, I was as wrong as two left shoes. Like, I was wrong. This ain't one of those times, pimping. It's not. It's just not. Hey, Sister Ruth, how are you? Good evening. Sister Ruth says, Sister April, you know these crazy folks ain't ready to hear the truth. Love you. They not. But that don't mean they're not going to get it. You don't have to be ready to get this meal served to you. Now, some people you got to rub them on their back. I get that. There are so many people I have rubbed their backs and won them to my side. And then some people I can't rub your back. I just got to push you. Okay? I got to shake you up, snatch you up by the throat to help you see it. Because some people that's the only language that they understand.